The following is a review for critical, analytical, and educational purposes only, and is protected under Article 17 and 107 in the United States Fair Use Code. This video is not an infringement on copyright. Please enjoy the video.
April is kind of an awkward month for films. It's not quite summer, but Hollywood wants to overcompensate in terms of filling up the gap between spring and summer, so as a result we have a lot of indie and blockbuster films vying for audiences' attention, making April certainly one of the most diverse months in a long time. So let's not waste any time here, let's dive right in, starting with
Divergent.
The only way our society can survive is for each of you to claim your rightful place. Today you will take a test that will help you discover who you truly are. The future belongs to those who know where they belong. You ready?
This isn't real.
Your results were inconclusive.
This was supposed to tell me what to do. We're supposed to trust the test.
Didn't work on you. They call it Divergent.
another year, another young adult book franchise making the jump to the big screen after a slice of the Harry Potter, Twilight and Hunger Games pie. Set in a dystopian future where society is split up into factions meant to resemble your high school cliques, where a young girl realises she doesn't fit into any of these trends, meaning that she's different and special. This is obviously so that the young hormonal teenage girls in the audience can scream, "This movie is about me! I don't fit in with everybody or the world's expectations of me, which must mean I'm special too." The insidiously manipulative nature of the plot is one thing, but this movie just looks pretty bad based on the trailers. I'm sure fans of the book will come flocking to this film's defense, but yeah, I'm not holding my breath for this film to be good.
Divergents threaten the system. It won't be safe until they're removed.
We have to fight back.
Ready? The Double.
Yeah, now the creepy guy's here again.
Hi, creepy guy.
How long have you been here, son? Just started, eh?
Yes, sir, 7 years ago.
I hope you can raise the level of your performance. I'd like to introduce everyone to our newest co-worker, James Simon.
Paris, the new employee. Did he remind you of anyone?
Who did you have in mind?
Me, for instance.
Now this looks interesting. Jesse Eisenberg plays a man who discovers that he has a doppelganger, but only he seems to realise that he's a doppelganger, and everyone treats him like a normal person. This quirky looking noir thriller looks set to have a unique aesthetic, a good cast, and an oddly compelling sensibility, but what would we expect from the director of Submarine? If I could place a bet on which film would be the surprise hit of April, I would put money on The Double. Whether it turns out to be good or bad, I'm definitely intrigued.
How come you don't have a girlfriend? There's someone I've been thinking about. Simon, you have to go after what you want. You really think she's looking at me? Yeah. Lick your lips. What? Sends out a sexual signal. Show the tongue, but be careful not to look like a lizard. Go. I used to be an Olympic swimmer.
Your mother says you're a strange boy.
I'm sorry?
Your mother says you're a strange boy.
Thank you.
Noah.
No. What did he say?
He's going to destroy the world.
Darren Aronofsky's Noah has come with a lot of pre-release hype and controversy, but what do you expect from literalist Christians? Really, I don't quite know what to expect in terms of actual quality for this thing. It has a great cast, the effects look great, and it's directed by Darren Aronofsky, who is a legitimately great filmmaker, so I'm optimistic, but we shall see. I think it will be the biggest financial hit of the month because with so much being said about it by the mainstream media, a lot of people will just show up to see what the big fuss is all about, including me.
Snakes are coming too?
All that crawls, all that slithers.
Remember, Noah, he chose you for a reason.
Rio 2.
Down.
Let's come together.
And a reunion.
We're not the only ones. How amazing.
That will ruffle some feathers.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
Hey, back off. Daddy.
Daddy?
Look at me, I'm a grandpa!
Nice to meet you, sir.
You will call me Pop Pop.
Kids, go easy on old Pop Pop.
You can call me sir.
I won't comment on this because I haven't seen the first Rio, but I will say that the trailers for this look terrible. If I have to sit through that I Will Survive trailer parody again, then I will punch the nearest endangered species.
Watch what I can do without no auto-tune.
Say what? Oh no, he didn't.
Calvary.
I'm here to listen to whatever you have to say.
I'm going to kill you, Father.
Certainly a startling opening line.
Do you think it was an idle threat?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
If you're not sure means it's possible.
Body of Christ. Things you hear in confession these days. Do you know what felching is? I do know what felching is, yeah. I had to look it up.
That's what I've always liked about you, Father. You're just a little too sharp for this parish.
Interesting man, you, Father. A good man, a fine man. Nobody around here has a bad word to say about him. Makes you wonder what he's hiding.
I'm going to kill you because you're innocent. I give you enough time to put your house in order. Sunday week, let's say.
Could have a word. In private.
Hope we don't get locked in here. We'll have to make love to keep warm.
Not gonna lie, this looks really good. Brendan Gleeson plays an Irish priest who is given a death threat during a confession, and the film follows him as he questions his morality and just how far he'll be able to go to defend himself without sacrificing his faith. This movie is getting ridiculous praise from everyone who sees it, so while it will definitely lose the box office war against Noah, I think it will win all the accolades. This looks really interesting and Brendan Gleeson is always good, so Calvary might just be worth seeing for him.
The commandment, thou shalt not kill, does not have an asterisk referring you to the list of instances where it's okay to kill people.
What about self-defense?
It's a tricky one, all right.
What does this man want?
There's no point in killing a bad priest, but killing a good one, that'd be a shock.
I call the fire brigade, Father.
It takes a lot of nerve to burn down a church.
I'd say it was the Romanians. They're awful heathens. The Romanians.
Nobody wear a grudge against your father, no? That could be half the country.
The Raid 2.
Sekarang ini kota dibagi rata. Antara tokoh kita bangun dan Kotogumi keluar ke Jepang. Ujo, anaknya bangun, sekarang ada di penjara. Ini saat yang tepat buat lu masuk dan dekatin dia. Gue mau lu gabung sama tim gue. Lu bakal dilatih ulang sampai lu punya kemampuan yang lebih baik untuk membela kepentingan yang benar. Artinya, lu harus gue tangkap.
Okay, confession time. I have not seen the first Raid movie. I've been meaning to fix that, but come on guys, I see 3 or 4 new movies a week. I can barely keep up with the new releases, let alone watch the old ones. But the critical praise for this has been just as good, if not better than the first movie, and from what I've heard, the franchise is in safe hands. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yo, Sparkles!
You don't remember me?
Of course I remember you. You're my eyes and ears. What's your name again? Oh, I do. I know it. Don't tell me.
It's Max.
Is it Max?
Yes. How could you forget me? You lied to me.
No, I'm trying to help you. Let me help you.
My expectations for this movie have been well documented, but I'll go over it again for the sake of completeness. In terms of the marketing, pre-release chatter and insider talk, this movie seems set to be terrible. The first movie was terrible, and it looks like the franchise will continue on that path. Literally nothing of what I've seen or heard about this movie has given me cause for hope. The fact that Peter Parker seems to have learnt nothing from the previous movie, Electro and the Rhino being cartoonish villains in a movie that is trying to ape the tone of The Dark Knight, cramming in Harry Osborn, whose transformation into a villain only worked in the comics because he had a long-standing and personal relationship with Peter instead of just one movie's worth of screen time. Also, the fact that there are 4 villains in this movie isn't a problem on its own, but in the first movie they couldn't even get one villain right, but now we have Rhino, Electro and the 2 Osborns. I need to emphasise, I hope this movie is good. I hope all of the movies I go to see will be good. I don't like sitting through bad movies, and there's a huge difference between a movie looking terrible and actually being terrible. If this movie turns out to be good, then I will have no qualms in letting you guys and girls know, but if it's bad, then I'll equally have no qualms about saying, I told you so.
I'm coming with you. Come on, it's too dangerous. Sorry, I love you. Don't hate me. Peter!
Locke.
Hi, love.
I need you to hold it together for me.
What's happened?
I'll fix it. It'll all go back to normal.
Just like The Double, this looks set to be one of the more interesting movies of April. Tom Hardy plays a construction worker whose life is drastically changed through a series of phone conversations as he drives, and as far as I'm aware, the entire film takes place in the car while Tom Hardy is driving and having phone calls with people. That's an interesting budget-conscious hook. The trailers and pre-release promotional material haven't given away any more of the plot, which is refreshing, so I'm definitely intrigued, and director Stephen Knight has a good track record, so this should be good.
Transcendence.
Okay, how do I explain this? I won't be previewing this movie. Well, I can't preview this movie because I literally know nothing about it other than the fact that it's directed by Wally Fisher and that it has Johnny Depp in it. All I've seen of this movie are the first 10 seconds of the trailer, so that I know that that is my cue to walk out of the movie theatre during the trailers so I can avoid seeing or knowing anything about this movie. I want to go into Transcendence knowing nothing about it, so I can't preview it or talk about it at all. I apologise if you wanted to know my pre-release thoughts and expectations about Transcendence, but I just don't want it spoiled. I'd also hugely appreciate it if you didn't post anything about this movie in the comments section except whether or not you're looking forward to it. Sorry, but I'm a film goer just like yourselves, and sometimes I just don't want to know anything about a film before going into it. Okay, so that's some of the more noteworthy films of April. There were a few films that I missed, such as The Love Punch, The Last Days on Mars, and Cumber a Zebra's Tail. But April is a very busy month, so what I want to know is what movies are you guys and girls looking forward to? Are you going to see Noah or Transcendence? Are you trying to do something similar to me and avoid everything about a particular movie? If you are, then please let me know, even if it's not a movie in this month. Maybe you've done it before, maybe you did it for, say, Source Code, or Moon, or District 9, or another high-concept sci-fi film. Let me know, I'm genuinely intrigued. Be sure to hit that like button as it really helps me out, and please subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews and analysis. I'll see you guys next time.
Trilbee.